There's a blue light shining from the kitchen down the hall, a midnight notification, but it isn't you who calls. I leave the curtains open, let the city watch me wake, like somehow all these strangers know the promises we made. Your sweater's gone, the chair is bare, the room has learned your name. I never knew that empty space could carry so much weight. I take the long way home these days to make the hours move, but every street becomes a memory when I'm missing you. I heard somebody laughing with your rhythm in their voice. For half a second I was back there, like I still had a choice. Then traffic pulled me forward and the moment disappeared. It's strange how someone can be gone and still feel standing here. I've tried to make new rituals, new songs, a different view, but every beautiful thing I see still wants to tell you to. Maybe that's the hardest part of learning to let go. The world keeps turning normally when you're the one who broke. I keep my hands inside my pockets, keep my heart behind a lock, but every night the silence finds me like a key inside the dark. I say your name without a sound, then watch the morning come around. How do I stop the sky from looking like you? How do I make these old streets feel brand new? Every light and every window turns into a memory I can't lose. I'm moving on, but I'm moving circles, running fast with nowhere to go. You're not beside me, but somehow you're everywhere, I know. So tell me, how do I forget a heart that taught my heart to beat? I can leave the room, I can leave this town, but you keep finding me. How do I stop the sky from looking like you, when every shade of blue still does? My friends say time will fix the things I cannot understand, that one day I'll wake up and your ghost won't hold my hand. I smile because I wanna believe every word they say, but healing isn't a straight road, it changes every day. Some mornings I feel lighter, like the storm has finally passed, then one familiar song comes on and pulls me to the past. I'm not ashamed of missing what was real before it fell. We built a little universe and I remember it too well. I wonder if you kept the notes I wrote you in the rain, or if you threw them in a drawer and never read again. Do you still take your coffee with too much sugar on the side? Do you ever hear my favorite joke and wish that I was there to laugh? I don't ask because I know that some questions have no home, and loving you from far away is something I've outgrown. Still there are little pieces of you living in my days, not like chains around my heart, more like light that softly stays. Maybe I don't need the answers, maybe closure isn't clean, maybe letting go means learning not to fight what used to be. I can miss you and still know that missing you won't stop me growing. How do I stop the sky from looking like you? How do I make these old streets feel brand new? Every light and every window turns into a memory I can't lose. I'm moving on, but I'm moving circles, running fast with nowhere to go. You're not beside me, but somehow you're everywhere, I know. So tell me, how do I forget the heart that taught my heart to beat? I can leave the room, I can leave this town, but you keep finding me. like you, when every shade of blue still does. Tonight the rain is falling gently on the avenue, and for the first time in a while it doesn't feel like you. I stand beneath the awning and I breathe the colder air. There's something almost peaceful in knowing you're not there. I used to think that loving meant refusing to release, that if I held the memories tight I'd somehow keep the peace. But love can be a doorway, not a place where you remain. Sometimes the only way through is to walk out in the rain. I see myself more clearly now beyond the story's end, a little more forgiving, a little more my friend. And if another love arrives, I won't compare the few, because a new horizon doesn't have to look like you. If our hearts were two houses on opposite sides of the sea, I hope the lights stay warm there, even if you can't see me. I hope you find the laughter that we were searching for, and I'll stop standing in the hallway, waiting at a closed door. You were a beautiful season, but seasons have to change. I carried winter with me until I learned to welcome rain. Now every drop is washing a little of the past away, not erasing what we were, just making room for what remains. I don't need the sky to stop looking like you. Maybe blue is never yours to own. Maybe all this time I gave you pieces of a world that was my own. I'm moving on and not in circles. I can finally feel the road. You're not beside me, and somehow I'm learning to be whole. I won't forget the heart that taught my heart to beat, but I can carry all the love without it carrying me. The sky can still remind me of. There's a blue light shining from the kitchen down the hall, a midnight notification, but it isn't you who calls. I leave the curtains open